The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On first down, Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
11. Escape situation. Let's go. Hey, check Mike. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From midfield now, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 MT. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check Mike. 12. Let's go.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go. Ready? Nice up. 11 mighty. 53. Check 53. I got it.
And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. 11 MT. Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A huge play there for Denver. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield. He completes this to Sutton. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down, it's Mack. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mike 13. Nice. Kings. Check 9. Sponge. No.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's caught left side by Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
20. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 57. Real. 57. Woo-hoo. Up, 57. Mike, 57.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll run the screen with Mack. Touchdown! Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Burrow on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hurry! You're on an island over there. Single receiver. 24 is the mic.
Now Mayfield. He completes this one to Mack. Touchdown, Broncos! Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Hunter Nice-Swander on a punt now on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
57's a mic. 57's a mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Run.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. 57. Mike, 57.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mayfield. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On third down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Mack. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, Mack. Nifty move. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Mike 13, Mike 13. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go, D.
Mayfield off the play fake. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike 13. I'll get him.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. He's coming.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Play action. It's Burrow. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. A handoff to Mixon, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check 13, check 13. 11 Thomas. Check 6 guys. 12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Pick it up, pick it up, hey, pick it up. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Third and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Charles, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.